Yes, looking all gray and looking like an old man. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Gotta let it get all on and shit. I don't know. I have a perspective to share. So, in our country right now, around the country, there are groups of different persuasions that are organizing, especially on the conservative side, especially on the right, right? Now, see, I want to speak about the right and the left right now because I don't like to get political. And people like to say, hey, there's wings of the same bird. People aren't paying attention to the metaphor in front of them. Marriages haven't been working out, so things that are very catered to your view have been on the rise, such as if you're on the right, you're far right type. So yeah, America, guns, yeah, shoot shit. Yeah, I love guns, yo. I'm not trying to talk about guns. Speak against it. I got plenty. Just got some more. Hell yeah. But I'm just saying, like, we're gonna be freedom. We're gonna be freedom across the boards, y'all. It cannot be this one-sided feature. Or because I'm gonna speak about the right, because people on the conservative side tend to be logical. Just because you're correct and logical and have the right answer doesn't mean you're correct. I know that sounds crazy when I say it, but people on the left, they hear logic. Eventually they have to feel logic. Okay, this is what I just said to you. They have to feel logic. I know that sounds fucking crazy because logic is logic. Your feelings are feelings. The division in your perception is part of the problem in our country. You need both. This is why people who've been married for long periods of time respect each other's energy. They don't try to one-up each other in what the other one already does. They give each other space to be what they're going to be, and then they move forward. And that's what I've noticed. Like my parents, they've been married for fucking 50 fucking years. Like, how do you do that? You know how you do that?
In 2 miles, take exit 5 for Central Park Boulevard.
You know how you do that? You do that by being true, being who you are. That's how you do that. By being who you are. You don't do it any other way. You don't do it by trying to cheat it, fake it. You just be yourself, and whatever you are just matches you. I'm seeing. It's great. There's nothing wrong with being matched. You're already matched within. You have left and right brain. They have to come together. And the more they come together, then the outside world looks like it comes together too. And this is what the generation before has figured out, that we have all these now things that divide us from actual, just real accountability of, imagine not having a phone that dopamines you into distraction so you would never say hello to another person. You can say hello to another person, another person, another person. The variety is your prison. The comfort is your prison here in this world. You're going to get everything you think about and want. But what do you think about and want? What do you think about and want? What do you really want that'll really feed you? There's nothing you can want other than just the wholeness of your heart. Because who understands what that is? You. And that's going home. That's all that is. It's not about a state, not about a place, not about a car, just going home, not about a country.
In a quarter mile, take exit 5 for Central Park Boulevard.
But and so I see people now, they're just trying to go home within. That's all. Everybody's just trying to go home. And I say that because you guys don't understand that on the conservative side, mostly white side. You don't understand that. You understand everybody's just trying to go home. People have feelings that are fucked up. If you want allies, you want people to understand your side.
In half a mile, turn right onto Central Park Boulevard.
It's going to take both sides. People on the left, you're going to have to use some fucking logic, right, to figure out, right, exactly what the people on the right with logic are saying. Use some feelings to understand. Like, let me try to feel these people. Let me try to understand these people.
Turn right onto Central Park Boulevard.
And then people on the logic side, right, you're going to have some feelings, right, some empathy, the same empathy you would give a child who doesn't know what you know.
Continue on Central Park Boulevard for 2 miles.
And vice versa. We have to give each other information like children. We have to spoon feed each other new food now. Yes, even man and woman. We have to spoon feed each other and say, look, this is how I am. This is what we are. Oh, okay. And we live in the same place. Yeah. That has to happen. That conversation has to happen, y'all. You know? I was part of some whatever group. I'm not going to say it, but it is because I don't believe in that. And I still believe in their vision. But at the same time, I'm not going to commit time to stuff that still has subversive or a substrata of people in it that are just like still want to, end of the day, hold a big old flag over everybody. I got a flag over you. It's like, dude, nobody's going to help any more racism continue, okay? And no one's going to turn any blind eyes to racism either. We're going to take it as individual. Hate is hate. Violence is violence. And if you're going to have an apathetical view about somebody's feelings, then maybe they shouldn't be around you. You know what I'm saying? And some will call it radical because I protest laughing of a black dude getting punched by a cop on a video. I said, how is that radical?
There's a speed trap ahead.
Speed trap ahead. Up. See, look at that. You get a heads up. You don't fuck around. You don't go doing shit. You know? You got somewhere to go, you get heads up. You just aimlessly wandering around. Hey man, something's gonna fucking put you, you know. It's unfortunate, man. It's, hey, man. My car don't smell like a car all the time, you know. I do stuff in my car. Whatever. Not like you don't either. But yeah, just straight up, man. Like the truth of the matter is, a lot of people are just, you guys are growing apathetic, and it's pathetic, and you don't care, and then you're making what you're, and what happens when you don't care? The others, this is like a marriage. Same thing in a marriage. What happens in a marriage? A woman gets with a guy, right? Guy gets with a woman, and then they have a disagreement. They let the disagreement become a violation, or they were feeling a certain way about something, and then when we were talking about it, they didn't talk about it. So because they didn't talk about it, it became a festering thing. And as they let this thing fester, they started to breed hatred towards it. And I've had a lot of years experience with hate. And I'll tell you something about hate. You start to become the thing you hate. You know, that's why I'm less of racist people, and that's why I look for flags in people, you know, and it's hate. And you can see hate, and just because you're in an interracial relationship doesn't mean you don't have hate too. A lot of times those people can be your most hateful because, not saying all of them, I'm saying a lot of times they hate what they look like. They don't see themselves for what it is as the antenna of love, so they get something that's not exactly their antenna, but a different type of antenna that could be genetically partially connected to them, but obviously not all the way through. So it becomes a thing in which, you know, they are, you know, for lack of a better term, making a convenience ship. So I'm asking us here, our relationship is not our American relationship is not an interracial relationship. We're all, and I'm talking about everybody sleeping together. We're all in the same freedom state of mind. So free thinker to free thinker, let's talk about free thinking and how we can maintain everybody's free thinking and keep it free. So we're not violating each other. So we are respecting each other's boundaries, respecting each other's culture. There's certain things we can't respect, and there's certain things we can respect, and we need to talk about those things. And just because we can't respect those things, are those things that serious that we need to go to blows for it? Because I can't call you a they? Does that mean you need to hate me? I mean, if that's the case, then fine, you can hate me for that. But if I am, you know, going to speak frankly here, if I'm going to speak about what affects my race in this country, you don't want to hear it, then I don't need to be talking to you. If you
In a
care
quarter
more
mile,
about,
use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto East Montview Boulevard.
and if you care more about sexuality over a race, then you too got your priorities in the wrong place. If you care more about the law, the national tribes who will actually be abiding by
Use
the law,
left 2 lanes to turn left onto East Montview Boulevard.
then you're not here trying to serve the law at all. You're trying to serve something else. You know, if you have another, like, that's why I left the certain group, certain militia groups as part of, because their agenda is not people's needs, not all. I'm saying their needs of the people is not the agenda of a lot of these groups. Just getting a stranglehold of power can be.
Boulevard for half a mile.
If you didn't hear me, just getting a stranglehold of power is their agenda. And so because they want that agenda, they need that agenda. It's the same shit. It's just, if they're acting out the same thing that those they hate have done before them. They're acting out the same program because they have a hatred towards them. And so you gotta get rid of hate, because you start becoming the thing.
Mile, turn right onto Del Mar Parkway.
Man, you start becoming the thing you hate, and that was my experience. I started to become the thing I hated for hurting me, and that's what you become. And then parents, sometimes when they're single, or whatever, or they have a misplaced energy, they try to influence it upon their kids, what they think is right. Or if
Take
they're
a second right onto Del Mar Parkway.
If you're a woman and trying to impress it upon a boy, or if they're they call like a young young father,
mile, turn right onto Florence Street.
Trying to impress it upon a young daughter or a young son. Man, we don't know shit, and we all need to just be quiet and let life happen to us, and let our hearts fucking sing, and allow each other to have their speech, and not hate them for it. You don't have to like what they do or do what they do, but at the same token, you just have to respect them as life in the end of the damn day, and that's what you have to do if you want to win this, or if you really want to come to battle. Don't think because you're on the right, you got all the guns, you're right, you got the power. No, see, that's the type of shit that's going to lead to an overthrow of you eventually. Hate, they're going to start becoming you and start becoming gun toters themselves, and they say, well, try to shit with us, and let us try to push an angle, and so again, let the hate go, because you're just pushing people into being the thing you hate. You're pushing yourself into being the thing you hate, and it's something I just learned through my own experience, and I see it every day. The cops are becoming the criminals are becoming like the cops with their hate. White supremacists are acting like
turn right onto Florence Street.
Acting like what they think black people act like, behind closed doors, doing worse probably.
In 1,000 feet, keep
And
right
black
to continue toward East 14th Avenue.
Are doing the same thing. They acting just like, the thing they think they need to hate. And it's sad, man. It's super, super fucking sad. It's super sad. And I just, and nobody wants to listen to the other person. They want to oust people and cancel them. Getting canceled out of a right-wing group, or supposedly.
Keep right, then turn right onto East 14th Avenue.
Does that make sense, y'all? So just think about that. Getting canceled from a.
Turn right onto East 14th Avenue, then turn left onto Elmira Street.
So funny. Well, I just want to share those thoughts. Thanks for watching the whole video.
Turn left onto Elmira Street, then your destination will be on the right.
Drive around with my GPS in the background.
600 feet, turn right onto East 13th Avenue.
So, y'all, hey, thanks for tuning in, and think about that. Let go of the hate.